Hello students, in the last class we have discussed about sets and representation of sets. Now let's move on to the types of sets. So the first type of set is empty set. Empty means nothing. So we can define empty set as a set which does not contain any element. That means empty set contain no element. So a set which does not contain any element is called empty set. We call empty set as void set or null set. So other names of empty set includes void set and null set. Now let's move on to few examples of empty set. Okay, so we can write any set which contains no element. So let's take A as the set of all x such that 1 less than x less than 2 where x belongs to n. So you can see x, the value of x lies in between 1 and 2 and x should be a natural number. So obviously that set contains no element. So we can represent empty set using this symbol phi or that bracket. Okay. Then similarly consider the set B such as set of all x such that x squared minus 2 equal to 0 and x belongs to q. Q is the set of rational numbers. So you can see if you solve that equation you will obtain x square equal to 2, which implies you will obtain x equal to plus or minus root 2, and we know that root 2 is a irrational number, so it does not belongs to q. So you can see that set is also empty set. Okay, then consider the other example. Suppose set C equal to set of all x such that x is an even prime number or prime even number greater than 2, and we know that prime numbers are the numbers whose factors are 1 and the number itself. So prime numbers includes 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, etc. And you can see only 2 is the even prime number, all other prime numbers are odd prime numbers, so that set is also empty. Now consider the set D equal to set of all x such that x square equal to 4 and x is odd. If you solve this you will obtain x equal to plus or minus root 4, which is equal to plus or minus 2. That means x equal to 2 or negative 2, both are even, so this set is also empty. So these are the examples of empty set. Now let's move on to the second type of set. The second type of set is the singleton set. Singleton set means the set which contains only a single element. Single element means one element. So we can define singleton set as a set which contains only one element. Okay, that set contains only one element is called singleton set, and there are no other specific names for singleton set. Okay, now let's move on to examples of singleton set. Consider A equal to set of all x such that 1 less than x less than 3 and x belongs to natural number. So here you can see in between 1 and 3 we have 2, and 2 is a natural number, so it contains only a single element, that is 2. Okay, then consider the other set B equal to set of all x such that x squared minus 2 equal to 0 and x you can take as a positive irrational number. Okay, so if you solve that equation, so you can take that equation x squared minus 2 equal to 0, so you will obtain x squared equal to 2 and x will be equal to plus or minus root 2. That means two values are there, root 2 and negative root 2. So positive irrational means root 2. So that set contains only a single element, that is root 2. We can write that in roster form. Now let's move on to the third type of sets, that is finite and infinite set. Finite means countable or definite. Infinite means uncountable. Okay, so we can define the sets to be finite and infinite in the following way. A set which contain no element. No element means that is empty set. So we can include empty set also in the collection of finite set. Okay, so a set which contain no element or a definite number of elements. No element or definite number of elements, definite or countable number of elements is called a finite set. Otherwise we can call that set as the infinite set. Okay, a set which contains countable or definite number of elements is called finite, otherwise it is an infinite set. Now we can move on to some examples of sets, and we can classify them as finite and infinite based on the number of elements in that set. Okay, so consider the set as A equal to set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see this set contains 5 elements, and that is a countable number, so it is a finite set. Okay, so A is a finite set. Now consider B equal to set A, B, C, D, E, G. So here you can see that set contains 6 elements, so again it is countable, so it is finite set. Now let's look at another set. S equal to set of all solutions of the equation x squared minus 16 equal to 0. So first we need to solve that equation. Okay, so x squared minus 16 equal to 0 means x squared equal to 16. So we will obtain x equal to plus or minus square root of 16, that is x equal to 4 or negative 4. So two values are there, that means countable values. So it will be a finite set. Okay, so S is a finite set. Now consider another set, G equal to set of points in a line, and we know that there will be infinitely many points on a line, and we cannot list all points, so that is uncountable, so it will be an infinite set. Okay, so in this case we cannot write it in roster form, that means we cannot write infinite set in roster form. That is true in general. Okay, we can take one more example. If you consider real numbers, we know that there are infinitely many real numbers, and we cannot list all of them, so it is true in general. Now let's do some problems. Okay, so state which of the following sets are finite or infinite. The first set is set of all x such that x belongs to n and x minus 1 times x minus 2 equal to 0. So product equal to 0 is given. Okay, so in this case x minus 1 times x minus 2 equal to 0, that means we can say x minus 1 equal to 0 or x minus 2 equal to 0. So we will obtain x equal to 1 or x equal to 2. Both of them are natural numbers, so in this set we have two values, so countable values, that means it will be a finite set. Okay, now let's move on to the second problem. The second problem is set of all x such that x belongs to natural numbers and x squared equal to 4. So here also we need to solve that equation. X squared equal to 4 means x will be plus or minus square root of 4, that means x equal to 2 and negative 2. Natural number means, that means it is the value of x is only 2, it is a singleton set, anyway that is finite. Okay, then consider another set of all x such that x belongs to n and 2x minus 1 equal to 0. So here we need to solve that equation. 2x minus 1 equal to 0, that means 2x equal to 1. So you will obtain x equal to 1 by 2, and it is not a natural number. So this set will be empty set, and we know that empty set is also a finite set. So this will be a finite set. Now let's move on to the other problem. So in that problem, the same like set of all x belongs to natural numbers, set of all x such that x belongs to natural number and x is prime. So the prime numbers, the natural prime numbers includes 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, etc. It is going like that. So there are uncountable number of elements, so it is an infinite set. Okay, so the set of all x such that x is natural number and prime, that is infinite set. Now we can move on to another set of all x such that x belongs to natural numbers and x is odd. So first we can list some odd natural numbers, so that include 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. So it is again uncountable, that means this set is also an infinite set. Okay, now let's move on to the next type of sets. So the fourth type of sets is equal sets. So in this case we need two sets. Okay, so we can say two sets are equal if they contain exactly same elements. So we can define this as two sets A and B are equal if they have exactly same elements. Exactly same elements means the number of elements in both the sets should be same, and they should contain the same elements. Okay, so in that case we can write A equals B. Okay, so for that, consider the examples. Let's take A equal to set of 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and B equal to 3, 1, 4, 2. In this case, in these two cases, you can see they contain same elements, but they have written in different order. Anyway, in this case, A equal to B. We can look at one more example. Let's take A equal to set of prime numbers less than say 6. Okay, so set of all prime numbers less than 6, and we can take the other set B as the set of prime factors of 30. Prime factors means we have to list only factors which are prime numbers. Okay, so in set A, the prime numbers less than 6 include 2, 3 and 5, and the prime factors of 30, the factors of 30 are 1, 30, 2, 15, 3, 10, 5, 6. In that case, you can see the prime factors are 2, 3, 5. So these two sets contain exactly same elements. Okay, so in this case also A equal to P. Now let's move on to the problem. Find the pairs of equal sets, if any, give reason. So first we can write all of them in roster form. So A equal to singleton set 0, and B you can see x greater than 15 and less than 5. So no numbers are greater than 15 and less than 5. Both conditions should be satisfied. So B is empty set. Okay. Then solution of that x minus 5 equal to 0 will be 5. Okay, so singleton set 5. Then D, you can see two values 5 and negative 5. So x squared equal to 25 means x will be 5 and negative 5. Then you can solve the last equation, x squared minus 2x minus 15 equal to 0. So here we need to find integral positive root. Integral positive root means positive integer value. We have to take positive integer value for x. So here we can use that quadratic formula. That will be the easiest method. So x equal to 2 plus or minus 4 minus like that, minus and minus will be positive. So plus 4 times 15, that is 60 over 2 times 1, 2. So we will obtain 2 plus or minus 8 by 2. That means 2 plus 8, 10 by 2, that is 5 or negative 3. So it should be integral positive root. So you can take only that positive value, that is 5. So it is again a singleton set, that is 5. So if you look at these sets, you can see A cannot be equal to any other set, B cannot be equal to any other set. Here you can see C and E, they are same. Okay, so only one pair of equal sets are there, that is C and E. Both of them are equal to singleton set 5. Okay, so that is the required set. Now let's move on to another one. Are they equal? X equal to set of letters in alloy. So you can write x equal to A, L, no need to write the letter again. So A, L, O, Y. B equal to L, O, Y, A. You can see they contain same elements. They are written in different order, but they contain the same elements. So x equal to B in this case. So these sets are equal. Now consider another set. A equal to set of all n such that n belongs to integer and n squared less than or equal to 4. So you can take negative 2 squared is 4, then negative 1, then 0, 1 and 2. If you consider the squares of all these numbers, they are less than or equal to 4. Okay, so A contains this much elements. Then B contains set of all real numbers, and it is a solution of x squared minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So in this case you can see that you can use the quadratic formula. So 3 plus or minus 9 minus 8 by 2. So 3 plus or minus square root of 1 is 1 by 2. That means 4 by 2, or 3 minus 1, so 2 by 2. That means two values are there, 2, 1. Okay, these are real numbers, and you can see they are not in set A 5 elements are there, in set B only 2 elements. So you can say negative 2 belongs to A, but negative 2 does not belongs to B. So A cannot be equal to B. So in this case A and B are not equal sets. So in this video we have learned about different types of sets and related problems. Okay, then see you on next video. Thank you.